Hello guys, it's Captain X here, and today we are looking into the Deutsche Bank, Bitpanda and Stronghold connection, or the maybe connection. This video is about speculation, but again I'll show you the connections, or that seem to be there. On the AMA, Timmy and Sean just talked about the listings or the possibilities, so let's hear it again.
Especially this year, is to get on as many venues, exchanges, partnerships as possible. So we take active steps every single day that we're in the office to get there. So when these things will happen, we can't really disclose that. But I just wanted to let everybody know in the community that we are. We're not even planning for it. Yes, we are planning for it. We're just, trying to work out, get our ecosystem in a place where this is, where it meets the requirements of some of these venues. And I think that with this recent announcement, hopefully that will move the needle on, listings and additions of venues.
And now Sean is saying something in addition, and that's what made me think.
Super fair. The only thing I would add on to that as well is that there are, particular geographies.
So particular geographies, that's what made me think.
That are of high priority to us right now to enable access in, and I'm sure people can guess what some of those might be. But yes, there are particular targets to try and give better access to more folks, so they don't have to go through, DeFi venues or, take.
So to give access to more folks, so they don't have to go through DeFi. So that's where I directly thought about Bitpanda. I don't know why it just came directly into my head. And then I googled right away what bank behind Bitpanda is, and it is indeed the Deutsche Bank. And that was the point where the Deutsche Bank logo came to my mind on the Stronghold webpage, where it says our team has worked with some innovative companies. So there's Coinbase, JP Morgan, Deutsche Bank, very, very interesting. This doesn't mean there's an official partnership or a partnership in generally. I mean, how high are the odds that Stronghold isn't going to be some kind of involved in the Deutsche Bank and crypto stuff, and they can deliver the perfect APIs and the perfect secure network that Stronghold Net is. So yeah, I don't know, we'll see. Bitpanda's PSD2. So what's PSD2? PSD2 is, or the Revised Payment Service Directive, is a European onion law designed to enhance security and promote innovation in the payments industry. It aims to create a more open, competitive, and consumer-centric financial ecosystem. So, Bitpanda has kept any future expansion plans under wraps, but obtaining the PSD2 license means the firm can now get a piece of the banking industry's action and offer new payment solutions beyond its crypto offerings. Very interesting. If we look at the Bitpanda and Deutsche Bank partnership, they just expanded it in June 4, 2024. Here it says Deutsche Bank will provide real-time payment solutions for Bitpanda customers for both incoming and outgoing transactions. So Bitpanda will be able to provide local IBANs for users in Germany. This API-based account solution will provide Bitpanda with access to German IBANs, streamlining and enhancing the experience for users and ensuring confidence, speed and efficiency. It sounds most likely like Stronghold, but yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm tripping. And also Deutsche Bank is doing cross-border payments, cross-border ACH, XB ACH, never heard of that. I don't know if this is something Narch is doing, so I tried to research it, but I couldn't find anything for now. It offers low-value ACH clearing for global corporates making cross-border payments to their vendors and suppliers. The cross-border ACH platform is built to meet the unique payments needs of global corporate clients. The streamlined solution helps clients make low-value ACH payments around the globe to their vendors and suppliers using our cost-efficient ACH network. Clients can leverage our capabilities to access local clearing systems without the need to maintain accounts in each country. I will definitely take a closer look at that because this information just came across me, so I don't know. And very interesting for the 14th July, the Deutsche Bank also in the US utilizes the FedWire system for certain transactions, specifically for US dollar domestic payments. Deutsche Bank is also a major participant in both CHIPS and FedWire. Let's see what ISO brings to Deutsche Bank, or the migration of FedWire to ISO. So, yeah. Also, Deutsche Bank to launch crypto custody accounts in 2026. That's also a very interesting thing when we think about Stronghold. That's where I thought maybe a venue as a bank, or a bank as a venue in some way, or that you get maybe access through Deutsche Bank to Stronghold or to SHX in some way. I don't know. It's still future music maybe, so let's see. Let's come back to Bitpanda. Bitpanda has set a new standard by becoming the first major crypto company to secure MiCA, Markets in Crypto Assets Regulation license. So if we go back to the AMA where Sean talks about Genius and MiCA, yeah, let's head right into it.
Question from that one, and that is from @Christo0949. How will the passing of the Genius Act affect Stronghold in the stablecoin market? Indeed, we aren't, looking to go ahead and become an issuer ourselves again. There's an enormous amount involved in that. What Genius Act and things like over in the EU, MiCA,
MiCA
is the ability to know who are going to be the regulatorily compliant issuers across those major markets. So we should expect to see now with Genius going through federal and state regulators giving licenses to stablecoin issuers across the states. There should be we expect quite a few of them to pop up. They all then immediately become potential partners to work with. So
interesting. And by the way, a Euro stablecoin by DWS and Deutsche Bank gets regulatory approval. AllUnity, a joint stablecoin venture by asset manager DWS and banking giant Deutsche Bank, received a license from the German Federal Financial Supervisory Authority, BaFin, according to a Wednesday announcement. BaFin has granted an e-money institution, EMI, license to AllUnity. With the license, the company plans to issue a regulated BaFin license Euro-pegged stablecoin, Euro AU, in compliance with the Markets in Crypto Assets Regulation MiCA framework. AllUnity said Euro AU will feature institutional grade proof of reserves and financial reporting. I mean, Sean said all stablecoin issuers become potential partners for Stronghold. Maybe we will soon see some partnership between Stronghold and Deutsche Bank. Maybe. Also, Bybit and OKX expand crypto services in Europe under MiCA. Crypto exchanges Bybit and OKX both launched fully regulated platforms in Europe this week as regulatory clarity continues to attract major exchanges to the block. So, what I mean by that and by all these listings and geographies Sean was talking about is I think Stronghold will most likely be accessible in Europe as next. There's a possibility that the US won't be left behind because Bitpanda also secures licensing agreement with Coinbase as part of a strategic partnership. A Vienna-based cryptocurrency investment company Bitpanda has finalized a licensing agreement with Coinbase, making Coinbase a liquidity provider for Bitpanda technology solutions. What I want to try to say is that a tier 1 listing, like Tammy Camp asked us about, what is a tier 1 listing? Binance is a tier 1 exchange, but is it a tier 1 listing? So I think a tier 1 listing will more likely to be that SHX is accessible for the European folks without going through DeFi, like Sean Bennett said. Because Coinbase has secured markets in a crypto assets MiCA license from Luxembourg financial regulator, the CSSF. We all know that Stronghold loves regulatory compliances and everything around all the security and safety that's behind that. So I think Bitpanda, OKX, Bybit, Coinbase, they all become potential listing exchanges for SHX. So maybe we will see something like a mass listing, what I already said. So Coinbase, OKX, Bitpanda, Bybit, all at the same time. Maybe. So that would, for me, be a tier 1 listing. Yeah. I mean, these are not tier 1 exchanges, but altogether it is a tier 1 listing. You know what I mean? And funny that I tried to search for SHX on Bitpanda with a question mark and it gave me like no entry. But when I searched for Bitpanda SHX, it says that SHX is tradable on Bitpanda, but it isn't right now. So is there maybe a data leak or something? Or is this AI just trash? I don't really know. So again, we have Deutsche Bank as the biggest partner of Bitpanda. We have Bitpanda fully regulated in Europe and in other countries like the Arab Emirates or Turkey, Switzerland. We have Bitpanda in Asia. We have Bitpanda, a partnership with Coinbase. We have OKX with MiCA. We have Coinbase with MiCA. We have Bybit with MiCA. We have Bitpanda for the UK. I mean, all this would open a huge access for people not going through DeFi, but just use normal exchanges that are fully regulated, compliant in Europe and far beyond. So for me, this is the playground Stronghold is aiming for. And since we have the Deutsche Bank with the FedWire and the ISO migration, could this be the bridge for Europe via the Deutsche Bank? I mean, yeah, I don't know. All this is speculation, right? I can't find an active connection between Stronghold and Deutsche Bank, but in my opinion, there is some. But that's speculation. Anyways, all this is connected in some way, and this could be the next potential tier 1 listing for SHX or for Stronghold. And don't forget about the video that Stronghold posted about ACH payments, where the Deutsche Bank and the Sparkasse and I think it was Volksbank, are in the background. It's maybe just a stock video, but how high are the odds?